What up, y'all? It's your man D-Real, and it's Wednesday, and we know what Wednesday means. Wednesday is all about that recast Tchalla, boycott Black Panther 2. I had actually done another video, but some things went on the page of another content provider of mine, and I decided I wanted to do something different. And I promise I will bring it back to recasting Tchalla. But first I want to say, first, shouts out to my man Theo B at I Ain't Saying, I'm Just Saying. Appreciate you, everything you do. And I like that you handle your business in a professional manner. So shouts out to you, bro. Unity seems to be an issue amongst Black men and Black women. I get it, but at some point, we as Black men and Black women have to say, or rather have to be smarter and realize that the issue is not with every Black man and every Black woman on earth. When you generalize about things, you make yourself look ignorant. And the young lady that came on and said what she said on Theo's page, the remarks she had, you know, I could tell that her comments are coming from a place of anger. Her comments are coming from a place of disgust. So why is she angry? Why is she disgusted with a particular demographic of Black men, as she put it? I don't know. If it has something to do with your personal experience, then I could get that hate. If you got done dirty by a brother, or a brother left you for a Becky, as you so eloquently put it, that is not the fault of every other Black man on the planet. It's really not. And to point fingers at people or make implications about people who I interact with fairly regularly, if not as content providers, as patrons of myself or other content providers. I do know where that rage comes from. I do know where that anger comes from, but Theo B is not responsible for the anger you feel. Brother Ray Smith is not responsible for the anger that you feel. I, sister, am not responsible for the anger you feel. So your emotions are a symptom of a bigger problem. And it's not just a problem that you're dealing with, because by proxy, we all have to deal with it. We're all each other's keepers. At least we're supposed to be. And we're human beings. And so we have the right to speak as human beings. We have the right to have our being, our existence as we see fit, as we feel we should be living, breathing, and moving on this planet. No one has a right to tell anyone else what they can and cannot do, who they can and cannot see. If the person they're seeing ain't you, it's choice. Life is choice driven. Life has always been choice driven. And the choices we make determine who we are as people. So when we make the choice to pull each other down, when we make the choice to react and not respond, then all we're doing is driving a wedge between what we should be unified as. There's a way to communicate, and being brutal and calling folks out of their name, or implying that a person is or isn't something, or is or isn't doing something, is not the way for us to grow. It ain't. It just ain't. And anybody who does that, then yeah, feel free to unsubscribe. If folks aren't understanding what I'm saying and don't try to get any understanding and proceed to take that misunderstanding as a fault on my part, feel free to unsubscribe yourself. IDGAF. Okay? Period. That ain't called for. It isn't. If you aren't eloquent enough to communicate without berating or saying things to people that you think or believe, then don't have discourse. Don't try to interact. Don't try to communicate. If you can't speak to people without speaking, kick rocks. Be gone. Pow, poof. That's how I feel about it. If you don't like it, life's full of very dissatisfying moments. On to unity, because unity is what I wanted to talk about. We have to be unified in purpose, or this ain't gonna work. If we are infighting as Black men and Black women, how are we gonna go to these white people and say, I need you to do this? Well, we can't even, get it together amongst ourselves. That saddens me. It really, really saddens me. How are we going to stand up and fight for something we love and believe in when we can't even stand up for one another? Let's do better, y'all. Everybody, let's do better. If you feel like you didn't do anything wrong in that exchange, okay. Or if you feel like you might could have handled that exchange differently, and trust me, I'm not coming down on anybody. I'm just saying, let's be better about our interactions. Let's be better about our responses to things, even when they trigger us. They trigger us and it's a misunderstanding, then it's up to us to figure out what that misunderstanding was, not just be triggered because you're fed up. If you're fed up, then that means the source of your anger didn't come from where you are putting it. Don't project your anger. We can't project our anger. We gotta be one. Oh my goodness. So just a question. We can't ask anything about our Black women. We can't ask anything of our Black women without them getting angry, without them getting upset, without them making cutting remarks. How does that work? We got to be able to talk to each other, right? We got to be able to have some kind of interaction, some kind of discourse. How do we do that without offending one another? How do we do that without making people feel bad? Because if we can't get it together with us, damn Kevin Feige and them, you know what I'm saying? I'm more concerned about Black women feeling upset and angry at Black men over this. We got to be unified in this. Why are we not freaking unified in this? Why are we fighting each other? I mean, it just, I want to say some stuff, but I can't because this is YouTube. So I'm just going to say I'm still about that recast Tchalla life. It may not sound like it right now, because right now, I mean, if I did what that person did, it wouldn't have been nice. It wouldn't have been nice at all. It would have been mean, cruel, cutting, because when you show somebody your emotions, you make yourself vulnerable. Don't show people your emotions. Your emotions are exclusive to you, and no one has a right to manipulate or control your emotions in any way, shape, or form. And Ms. Williams, if you feel like, well, I think she unsubscribed, but if you feel like anybody has done that to you, I apologize. I hope you don't take my remarks as something disrespectful. I totally asked questions because I want to learn. I hope you do too. And that takes you asking questions too. That's how we grow. And speaking of growing, I would like to grow my page. So if y'all would comment, like, and subscribe to the Be Real with D Real page, you can get alerts when new material comes out. That's it for me. I'll be back with another one of them other ones. I'll probably do another recast of Tchalla. I'll probably put my other video up, but right now, here you go. I'll be back with another one of them other ones. And until then, y'all be good. Be good to each other.